Hello again, it's Jared Case, curator of film exhibitions at the Dryden Theater and the George Eastman Museum. And if it's Friday, I must have a new title in the Dryden Theater virtual cinema to tell you about. And I am proud of each and every one of these titles that we've brought to you as part of the virtual cinema. But I have to say, in this strange, truncated cinematic year that we've had, this is probably my favorite. It's a film called The Wolf House, or La Casa Lobo, directed by Cristóbal León and Joaquín Cociña. They are artists that this is their first feature film. It's an experiment in stop-motion animation that takes you on a wondrous journey. So the film starts out as sort of a tale of this German enclave in Chile. A bunch of Germans living together, and this young girl named Maria is forced to run away from that enclave. She runs into the woods and takes shelter in this house, a house that is surrounded by a wolf who is constantly threatening the house, and has two pigs that live there. At this point, the film picks up and appears to take one smooth, long shot throughout the entire rest of the film. And as I said, it uses stop-motion animation, but it's not the stop-motion animation that I would normally associate. It's not the miniatures that are being moved bit by bit. These are real full-size puppets and structures that are being used for the stop-motion. It was actually shot in about a dozen different installations in exhibition spaces, cultural centers, museums around the world. And it took about 5 years to make between the visuals and the audio. But it's not just that they're using sort of structural techniques. They're also painting on walls, so they're constructing and deconstructing as they go. Their use of the knowledge of film angles and mise-en-scène and camera placement is wonderful in what they do, because they're painting this huge face on a wall, and it's moving so that it looks like it's moving through the frame, but it's also moving across the wall at the same time, going around corners, and you get the sense that it's being shot with that, you know, that person, that character up close to the camera, when actually it's at much more of a distance. It's a strange, nightmarish, wonderful film that takes you on this journey of Maria and her two pig friends, which she either magically adapts or imagines turn into humans, and those are her companions as she's hiding from the wolf. It is something that I think you should really experience. It's wild, and it's really great. And remember that every film that you rent from the Dryden Theater Virtual Cinema does go to help the theater while we're closed. So please go to eastman.org/Dryden-theater and see which of the virtual cinema films are currently streaming, including The Wolf House. Again, probably my favorite film of the year so far. Please check it out and come on back for some more recommendations.